Welcome back to my channel. It's Carla's Calorie Crush and I have no idea what week it is. It's week 42 of Carla's Calorie Crush and it's been a much better week. I've been to the gym a couple of times. I was meant to go tonight, but I've had to cancel that because I've unexpectedly got ditched with a second dog walk and there's no way my knee can do 2 walks and a gym session in one day. So I've had to transfer that to tomorrow morning, going for my jab tomorrow, so I transferred it to before my jab, thinking that after my jab I might not be fit for anything. Fingers crossed for that. It's been, as I was saying, a much better week. I have been out to eat, made good choices, and I definitely slammed down on the snacking. I want to... Sorry, I scratched my arm when I was setting up my background. I've ordered a green screen because I'm so sick of the state of the background. I want to touch on something which so many of you mentioned in last week's comments. I lost count of how many people last week said, it's time to lower your calories. You need to lower your calories. You're having too many calories. Your weight loss is slowing because you're having too many calories. I'm still not having more calories than I'm meant to have. I set it myself at 2,000. Way back in the beginning, 42 weeks ago, I set it at 2,000. Back then I could have set it at more than 2,500. The TDEE, total daily energy expenditure, which works out how much your basal metabolic rate, how much you burn just by being alive, and how much you burn by moving, depending on your lifestyle, would have set me at probably 2,600 to 2,700 calories way back then because I was so large. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go in hard, and I went in at 2,000. What this means is that although I've lost 6 stone, 2,000 is still my allowance. My basal metabolic rate, for the size I am now, for the level of activity I'm doing now, still allows me 2,000 calories. It's not time to lower my calories. And I know that some of you are sitting there now going, she just won't listen, she won't listen. We've told her you need to lower your calories, she just won't listen. I won't. It's not me being rebellious, it's me being fine with the way things are. I know last week I seemed disappointed that I hadn't got under 21 stone, but I was still happy that I'd lost half a pound. I am actually happy to lose half a pound to 1 pound a week. That's a steady weight loss, and it is a known thing in the weight loss world that a steady weight loss stays off longer. I'm quite happy to lose half a pound to 1 pound a week. I don't need to lower my calories yet, but I am checking that regularly. I check the TDEE every time I go down into the next half stone bracket. I'm still where I ought to be with that. Honestly, trust me, I am doing it. When I talked last week about the excuses and the reasons I might have, it's not because of too many calories, it's because I was using my calories wrongly. So in a way it was because of too many calories, but not because 2,000 is too many. It was because if I snack, I then feel as though I haven't eaten, and so I go over my calories by having a meal. Does that make sense to you guys? So I have a perfectly good breakfast. I might have a perfectly good lunch, and then during the afternoon I snack. And while I'm snacking, I'm using up the rest of my daily allowance of calories. What I should do then is stop. But I go, well, that's not fair. I haven't had dinner. Strictly speaking, I've got enough calories in me to not need dinner. But my brain says, but you haven't had a meal. You have to have a meal. You deserve a meal. You owed a meal. Life owes you a meal. You're allowed 3 meals a day. Don't get me wrong. I realise that in many countries there are people who are lucky if they get 1. But what I'm saying is your brain tells you haven't had dinner yet. You've got to have dinner. And then you go, I haven't got any calories left for dinner. I'll have something that's low calorie. But it's still more calories than I had left. So when I go over my calories, it's because I've snacked before a meal, not after a meal. I'm not having my evening meal and then going rummaging for snacks. I'm using up my calories in the wrong way earlier in the day and then having to go over because of that. So whilst in a way you're correct in saying you need to have less calories, it's not time to lower my calorie allowance. It's time to snap myself into shape and stop using my calories like an idiot. That's what it's time to do, so that I can stay within my calorie allowance, which is still 2,000. And this week, sorry, spotted a spider. It's only a little one and I'm not scared of him, but I wonder where on earth he's come from, or where he's going for that matter. He seems fine, he seems happy enough. It's built a little web. Chair sank then. I've lost my thread. I was saying, I think, that this week I have Nailed that. This week I've been so much better with the snacks. Stayed off the snacks, made sure I had slightly larger meals so that I had no excuse to feel that I deserved a snack. Oh, I've only had a tiny lunch, I can have 3 snacks this afternoon. Have a better meal, use those calories more wisely, and I nailed it this week. I'm very proud. Another thing that people touch on is the fact that I eat out. I'm not stopping that. If I have to go back up to being 27 stone, I'm not stopping eating out. It is my social life. I work alone in this room 5 or 6 days a week. My children leave the house and go to work. My social contact is either through the screen or meeting up with friends for lunch, or sometimes Natalie might get lunchtime off and we'll go out for lunch. I'm not giving that up. I'm not giving up. It's my social life and I need it, because I know what I will do if I stop doing that. I will reward myself for missing out on that by eating a sweet shop every evening, by eating the contents of the Spar, whatever. I know me. You have to trust me to know myself and know my failings. I have spent a long time psychoanalyzing my failings. I know what they are. I don't always manage to keep them under control, but I do know what they are. I do recognise my own mindset. My mindset, I have a rebellious mindset. And if I take things away from myself, I will rebel against that. Trust me. Honestly. I know me. All that said, it's been a better week. I wrote a note to remind me of something that I wanted to say. Hang on. Oh, there we go. My note that I wrote was to talk about good food versus snacks, and that my brain says no calories left and you haven't even eaten yet. So that's it. I could eat 700 calories of snacks, 1,000 calories of snacks, but my brain says you haven't even eaten yet. You're going to have a meal because you haven't eaten yet. That's what my note was to remind me of. So there you go. I did remember it without a note. One of you sent me a picture of your notch bracelet on Instagram. I'm going to share them hopefully when I get a few more. So if anybody else has bought a notch bracelet, if it's arrived, if you love it, I'd love to see it. It doesn't have to be a weight loss related one, but I'd love to see your notch bracelets. I am getting so many compliments on mine. I still absolutely love it. I'm really looking forward to being able to put another notch on there. And it is waterproof. I don't know if I mentioned in the first video that I wasn't sure whether I could. It is waterproof. I wouldn't suggest that you put it through the washing machine. But it's, you know, it's fine if I get it wet in the shower or whatever, so no problems there. You should be able to see from the food diary that my meals have been bigger this week. You'll be able to see the choices that I made when I ate out. I ate out still 3 or 4 times this last week, and you'll be able to see the choices I made, and most of those choices were good. Sunday I had a Sunday lunch out and that wasn't quite as good. It was the best thing that I could choose from the menu. We'd went to a place we hadn't been to before, me and Mum. We'd been once before a long time ago, and it was one of those menus that's a lot of kind of goat's cheese this and confit of that and so marinated in oil, and I'm looking through this menu thinking, oh dear. So I had the Sunday lunch, which was probably the best choice that I could make under the circumstances, and it is what it is, and I accommodated it within my calories, and it wasn't too bad. But yeah, you'll be able to look at what I ate during the week. You'll be able to see my food choices from my meals out, and hopefully you'll see the difference in the portion sizes that I'm having and what I'm having in my meals. I know I don't film all of my snacks, and I'm wondering whether I ought to. I'm wondering whether that would make me feel more accountable if I had to film, because at one point I used to film everything I ate, and then and if I didn't film it, the screenshots would be there and you guys would be able to see what I'd eaten even if I didn't film it. I'm wondering if, because the screenshots aren't there and I don't film everything that goes in my mouth, whether it's a bit giving me a license to do what I want because nobody will know. Maybe that's it. So maybe I should go, right, okay, you film everything you put in your mouth. Keep it clean. Okay, have a look at the food diary and then I'll hop on the scales. Monday breakfast is strawberries, waffles and choc shot. Barbecue, Wagyu burger. Never had a Wagyu burger. God knows how many calories, don't care. Breakfast on Tuesday is porridge, banana and choc shot. Tuesday's lunch was a Harvester Simply Chicken with gravy, jacket potato and mixed vegetables, and a Harvester side salad. Natalie and I are watching telly in her room. Previous in my life, watching telly in Nat's room has been a bit of a snacksident. So I've brought my own snacks with me. I've got Snacker Jacks and shots and rainbow drops and a dog's nose. Now we're tasty. Oh, suddenly we've got many dogs.
You come and do the boy?
All the dogs suddenly arrive. Breakfast is 2 boiled eggs and 2 of the saddest pieces of not toast you've ever seen. These are defrosted frozen bread. They're rock hard on the edges. I'm probably only going to be able to eat half of it. My lunch is gammon with pineapple. I swapped my chips for salad and it still came with peas, which is weird. My meal was a chicken and vegetable stir fry with plum and hoisin sauce served with rice. Breakfast on Thursday is a huge fruit salad. I've got apple, easy peeler, pear, plum, strawberries, melon and yoghurt with choc shot. Halfway through eating this, I remembered I haven't filmed it, I've got steak, jacket potato and salad. My evening meal is chicken salad basically. Salad leaves, baby plum tomatoes and cucumber, some beetroot, some roast chicken and then onion bits and bacon bits and mayonnaise. Friday morning breakfast, I am off to the gym. I intend to eat this one before I go in and these 2 when I come out. So I've got a skinny crunch bar, a pear and a banana. Lunch is 2 big salads in 1 bowl. So I've got an M&S sweet and crunchy salad and an M&S prawn layered salad all in 1 bowl. It's huge, but I'm trying to eat bigger meals and no snacks. That's what I'm trying to do this week. An evening meal which I'm having in the garden. I've got 150 grams of cooked chicken, 150 grams of new potatoes made into potato salad with low fat mayo and chives. I've got some salad leaves and various bits, and then I've got some beetroot and some chipotle coleslaw. And 5 grams, Susan Badwolf, I'm looking at you, 5 grams of onion bits. Saturday breakfast is a rather sad looking ham and cheese toasty. Tastes alright, just looks a bit odd. Saturday lunch, Subway, turkey breast and ham salad. Evening meal on Saturday is lemon peri chicken skewers, side salad with onion bits and rice. Breakfast, I've got 2 eggs, mushrooms, 1 sausage, bacon, hash brown and beans. And Josh. Sunday lunch is roast beef. There's a roast potato under there. There's a massive Yorkshire. I may or may not eat that. And there's vegetables in there somewhere as well. It's Monday, it's scales time. 291, I've lost 3 pounds and I'm finally under 21 stone. There we go. I think that proves my point. I didn't need to lower my calories, I just needed to eat them better. So 3 pounds off this week. I am really pleased with that. Really chuffed. You will notice, or you may well have noticed, that most days I'm under 1900. That's because I gave myself the easier day on Monday. So on a Monday I had 2600 and that shaves 100 off every day of the rest of the week. So slightly lower for the rest of the week, but I haven't lowered my calories. I'm still having the same amount per week. 3 pounds off. That means I can put 3 little balloons on my weight loss journey board. I'm trying to do it with a hang that this is a recipe for disaster because it'll fall off and I'll lose all the bits, and that's happened 3 times this week already. 1, 2, 3. Total weight loss so far, 6 stone, 5 pounds. 2 pounds away from the next half stone bracket. I would hope that I can do that next week. I can't promise you. I thought I'd have a look at how my target's going because I wanted to be 20 stone by my birthday. I now weigh 20 stone and 11 pounds. Bad maths for a moment there. Which means I'm 11 pounds away. And how many weeks have I got left to do it? 6 weeks and 5 days. 11 pounds, 6 weeks and 5 days. That needs to be 2 pounds a week, really. So the messing about over the last few weeks has altered that target. But hopefully I'll do it. I'd like to be under 20 stone by my birthday. I think it's doable. 11 pounds in 6 weeks. I think it's doable. I hope so. I'm really pleased to be finally under that 21 stone mark. Obviously Mary Berry did most of the work. We know that. Buddy, please stop crying. And I am enjoying the gym a bit. I wouldn't say I love it, but I am enjoying the feeling of accomplishment after I've done it. I've had real trouble sorting out gym clothes. The first lot of leggings just weren't any good, and I've bought another lot and I was going to try those tonight. I can't go tonight, as I've said, so I'll be trying those tomorrow morning. Fingers crossed that they're better. But I I enjoy it once I get there. I'm fine, you know, and I enjoy having gone. I enjoy the feeling that I did that and that I'm sticking to it. So I still want to try some. People keep saying, "Oh, you really need to go somewhere." I know, but I've explained that there's difficulties with the way that COVID has affected the swimming. You have to do lane swimming. I'm not a very good swimmer. I worry that I will hold everybody else up in my lane. I worry that because they'll be trying to keep a certain distance, I will be causing a problem. So that's on the back boiler for now. But I do want to go swimming, and I did buy a swimming costume this week. In fact, I bought two, one from Tesco's, that went back. It did fit, but not comfortably. And then I bought another one off eBay, which was lovely. So I'm really pleased with that. I mean, I had another swimming costume anyway, but it's a little bit big. Another thing this week, which you will have seen if you watched the waffle, is that all of my summer clothes, almost all, I would say 90% of my summer clothes, are far too big. Can't wear them. So it was a bit of a blow in a way. I know it sounds silly, doesn't it? You should be delighted that you've lost this weight, but I was like, I've lost all my clothes. No summer clothes. So hopefully we'll be able to address that. Could do with a couple of sales, really. That's what I could do with. Thank you for joining me for Carla's Calorie Crush week 42. I'll be back next week, week 43. Let's hope I've done 2 pounds next week, and that will be staying on target to lose that weight by my birthday. Remember to update me in the comments as to how you're doing. I know a lot of you are still on your weight loss journey. I'm really proud of all of you for sticking with it. And I'll be back next week. Take care. Bye for now.